Ascent edition. Welcome to day 2 on Celebrity Ascent. It is port day, and today we are in Bimini, Bahamas. We got up early to watch us pull into port. Welcome to Bimini. It's breakfast time. We are headed to Cosmopolitan Dining Room for breakfast. Walking down our long hallway. We were already part of the way before I started recording. You come around here. Then we're going to go right into the elevators. So there's the Cypress restaurant, and we're going to Cosmopolitan. So the only main dining room that is open for breakfast is the Cosmopolitan, which is where we are eating breakfast this morning. We pretty much got the same thing except for what we put in our omelets. So breakfast was amazing. Very highly recommend that you do breakfast in the main dining room at least once. There are other options, and we'll talk about those later in the cruise. Coffee was best in the morning, and by the evening time, it seemed to get a little bit strong. Time to get off this ship. It is a windy day in Bimini. Look at these waves. Wow, that water is really rough today. I'm glad we did not get the beach day, because it doesn't look like we'd be in the water, but here's our lovely ship. Alright, time to head down and pick up the tram and go right around Bimini. Alright, we're in Bimini waiting for the shuttle. From the ship, the shuttle made its way to the casino and the hotel area for those who got the beach day excursions. We came really close to doing this, maybe next time. And then the next stop was Fisherman's Village to do a little shopping. Now, I want you to keep in mind, this is a very touristy area for shopping. There were a few places that you could eat, and there were a couple of shops that you could pick up some things. We were just looking for a few souvenir things. We got those and we were done. Now, you could also rent golf carts here and ride around the village. Now, the guys who were trying to, get you to rent the golf carts were saying, this isn't true Bimini, and, you really need to get the golf cart to get the full experience of Bimini. And that very well is true because you were really just in the resort area and the more expensive area. So we might do that next time too, because I'm sure that we will be back to Bimini. It was beautiful. The water was amazing, and we'll definitely come back to Bimini for sure. So a couple of things to think about to do, the resort for the day, and then also the golf cart riding around. So those are some good options. Yes. Right, we are at the shopping village. We're going to be doing a little shopping. So the tram ride is a little bumpy, but it is free. And it brings you all the way down here. Our first stop was at the Hilton and Casino, and so now we are here to do a little shopping. So there are little shops all through here, a couple places to eat, I think. This way, get a view of the water. Let me zoom in for you. There we go. Came and saw Bimini, did some shopping, leaving. There's lots of golf cart rentals. They said that you could actually go further into downtown Bimini. But we just went to the little shopping area right there, which I'm sure was overpriced. Well, I know it was overpriced, but that's okay. We didn't go down. Maybe if we come back, stopping at the private. So I was actually talking in this video, but you could not hear me because of the wind. So this is the public beach area that you can go to. You can walk to it from the ship. You can ride the tram. They do stop there and let people off. And they do have chair rentals, so you can rent the chairs. You can see that the water is a little bit rough, but people are out in it, so it must be fine. There are a couple of food trucks there also. And it's a nice little ride with great views back to the ships. Thanks, Bimini. Until next time. Bit of a walk from where you get off on the gangway on deck 2 to where you get on the tram, but it's not very far. Easily doable. Alright, let's get back on. Well, this is how we chose to spend the remainder of our afternoon. So once we got back on board, we went and we changed into our bathing suits and we headed up to the solarium. We had lunch at the Mast Grill, which is right outside of the solarium, and they have hot dogs and hamburgers and fries, things that you would expect at a grill. After we had lunch, we grabbed 2 lounge chairs and just chilled for a couple of hours. Naps were definitely taken. So these views are just amazing, and I could have have just stayed here every day, all day. Now, the solarium is the adult-only indoor covered pool area. However, do not let that fool you. You will still need to wear sunscreen while you are in there. I did notice that I was having a slight reaction to the sun on this trip. Now, I hope this is something that doesn't continue in some of our future cruises, but just something to be cautious about. If you have a sensitivity to the sun, it can be a little bit more overpowering in the Caribbean, so just think about that. So there were plenty of lounge chairs in the solarium. The pool had several people in it, so I ended up not going to the pool. I was just being lazy and relaxing, and so I was like, the pool can wait for another day. This view was all I needed. So we ate at Tuscan last night, so this was where we ate last night. We're heading to Normandy, which is a French restaurant. So here's a look at the menu from Normandy. This again is the French restaurant from the 4 main dining rooms. And remember that the 4 main dining rooms are included with your cruise. There is no upcharge to eat at any of these dining rooms. To remind you, the items that you see in the box that say Normandy exclusives, these are the same each night just for this restaurant. The box that says Celebrity Classics are available each night in all 4 main dining rooms. And the other items under starters and entrees, while they are the same in each dining room, they do change each night. For appetizers, it was soup night again. Mom had French onion soup, and I went with the cream of broccoli soup. Now, I had the cream of broccoli when we sailed on the Summit last year, and I remember that it was really good, so I decided to have it again this year. So for our main courses tonight, I had the beef sirloin en croûte, which is basically beef Wellington, and Mom had the marmite de pois, which is basically seafood stew. Hopefully I said both of those correctly. We both enjoyed our main dishes. Well, I remembered to snag a picture of the dessert menu tonight, and as you can see, there are several choices for us to pick from for dessert. We both had coffee, and I had the creme brulee, and Mom had the Normandy exclusive. I am not going to attempt to say that one. I did look it up because I was going to try to say it for you, but we're going to go with no. She did say, though, that it was really good.
All right, so every Ascent, come on, let me hear you, come on! Wonderful, wonderful. Good evening, everybody. Hi. All right, come on, teams! Oh, yes, come on, let me hear it! I can hear you!
I know. I normally affect women this way. Some men too, but mostly women. Well, you should know that Luigi is my coach. He's been teaching me dance moves. I will tell you this, you should not miss any of his class. Imagine I've seen him 1,000,000 times, and every time he has a class I'm there, coaching it. Plus, Luigi was born on Friday 13, and he's very, very lucky. So if you want to take a piece of this luck, every time you see him, pet him. And go straight to the casino, I'm telling you, I'm talking about serious money here. True story. Also, Luigi, he's been teaching me a lot of Spanish proverbs, which I don't seem to understand a lot, but they make sense to him. The other day, he told me, do we have any Spanish-spoken people? 3, okay. All 3 of you, you'll understand what I'm talking about. For the others, I will explain. The proverb goes, camarón que se duerme, se la llave la corriente. Which means, a shrimp that falls asleep, the current will pass it by. What the hell that means? In Greece, if a shrimp falls asleep, we eat here. That's it. So it's not a cool thing, if you know what I mean. Anyways, true story. We can go with Luigi for ages. Anyways, you have noticed that his socks are very close to skin color. Don't let the suntan fool you. There are socks. And Luigi has a beef with the company. He has asked for a raise and they are considering, they have an answer back. And he said, until they answer back, I'm not going to wear socks. And he really believes it, 6 years now.
Thank you for watching Let's Cruise Celebrity Ascent Edition. Be sure to visit us and enjoythevtravel.com and click the like, share, and notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.